about like superintelligence, right? But also not about it. About how we look at stuff wrong. A lot of people do. Very few people understand. I'll just say it. Shit, why not? I don't need to hear myself say it again. I think very few people understand that sort of academic research is. So I was at. Academic research is wrong on this right now. Much of it, at least, the stuff that I've looked at last, which was when I was at Skadden, a law firm, doing doing stuff that we knew 5 years ago. Now that we're in August, we knew officially 5 years ago in Freakonomics. I was listening to a podcast on the way to law school, Freakonomics podcast, where they went through research indicating the AI was already better. It was outperforming attorneys at document review, and that's what I was doing. I was in my first year at Skadden, Arps, Slate, Marr, and Flom, one of the biggest, baddest law firms. They were on Twitter, so this will be maybe interesting for those folks. The partners on either side of me, my neighbors, one recruited me, Pete. The other was he was a good neighbor. He let me borrow his standing desk. Which, by the way, if you ever listen to this, Mike Ringler, you know who you are, and everybody else does. They can look it up, so I'm not worried. I have your standing desk, and it is taking up space. It's not as good as the one I have. It's good, but it's not a full. It's not like this. I don't have it. But if you want it, let me know, and we'll get it to you. Okay. So apart from Pete and Mike, document review. Sometimes I think in meandering ways, and I love that AI can understand me. It's amazing. And hopefully you can too. If I tell you it's important enough, then I can just, So I was at Skadden. Over the summer, I developed a test. We called it it was the SMART. Well, it was fun, right? So the test, the team was called SMART, right? Skadden Merit AI Research Team, SMART. Okay. And I didn't ask permission to do any of this, right? Because sometimes it's easier to ask forgiveness than permission, and sometimes it's easier if they never even know, right? But I did give them the information that they needed, right? But who's going to listen to a first-year associate? So I did send, I think, to the CTO or to partners, whomever, an email that had the draft test attached, and I mentioned specifically that somebody who had worked on the first version of the test, of the assessment, whatever you want to call it, had. They'd aced it, and they were smart, right? And so anyway, smart meaning and anybody, I think, out of the 200 and however many summer associates at Skadden, could have probably passed the test, right? It was an untimed, you could take however long you wanted. I asked that you start a stopwatch at the beginning and stop it at the end, because that would help. The last question is, just so you know, if you ever take a similar test, the last question was generate an image of how you're feeling right now. And I really only needed to look. I read all of the applications that came in. There were 3. There were only 3, man. For this AI research team, right? That's going to transform. Well, yeah. Anyway, I'm no longer there, so no longer at the firm. But I did help them, with their document review. Now they're 10 to 100 times better, faster and higher quality. I don't know if it's 100 times higher quality, but it is faster and significantly better than just an attorney using the next best thing. An attorney stuck with the next best thing is likely to underperform even a not so good attorney using Cura Smart Summaries with GPT-4. We figured we can talk about that another time. The point is, I said it succinctly, so I'll just say it. I'll just play my recording. The point is, it's not. We don't have probably, as far as I'm aware, superintelligence at the moment. But that's not the point, and that's not what we should be talking about. We should be talking about and focused on a competent human competently using a competent AI, right? A human and an AI together. That's superpowers right there. That's not exactly what I say here, but here, I'll walk away so I'm not, well, whatever, I'll stick around. To be clear, I don't think we have superintelligence right now, I think, like Ilya said when he founded Safe Superintelligence and told everybody, like, now is the time you've been waiting for, basically. I can send you that. I'll pull it up. It'll be good it's on Twitter. You know, I think I don't know if he saw a clear path the way I do, but I think he saw a path. Or he wouldn't have quit his job at OpenAI and gone to, form Safe Superintelligence Inc. But the point is, we don't have superintelligence. Like, that shouldn't even be part of the discussion. The point is, a competent person competently using AI is likely to outperform. I'm not going to argue. I was going to say I would argue dramatically, but it's not a tell, it's a show, right? Show, don't tell. Is likely to outperform, a competent person using the next best thing. Okay, bye. Okay, thanks for your time. Time is valuable. Sorry you had to look at whatever my laundry is that I've been doing lately. Mom, just so you know, I've been doing my laundry. I'm going to put a link to Coder, to one of the coders. They're basically custom instructions. And look out for, I think at some point tonight I'll be putting stuff out on YouTube or Twitter, or both. Anyway, there will probably be unique stuff on each platform if you wanted to do each platform. Otherwise, you'll probably just let me know if you have questions or anything. Okay, peace. See you in the future.